Ascribe the words in my mind and they take a bit longer to reach my fingertips, but when they do, they form into a fist. I raise it to the sky and I resist through these words of mine. I read between lines and rewrite history where they marginalize. And I hate capitalism so much that I don't even capitalize the letter I, because someone somewhere is saying I instead of we, and the victim said, and the coward says I'll sacrifice him instead of me. And it's like, the only time I get to write the word unity is when I'm writing about how hard it is to see. I watched people die at home, the flames rise higher, and you can say there's no agenda, but if you say it, you're a liar, because 2 years, nobody died at Notre Dame, but I guess the worth of architecture is higher than the price we put on lives, because 2 years ago, we saw nobody die in that fire. How sad is it that I feel as if I'm becoming immune to death, as if I know how it feels to take your last breath. I guess it's just something I expect, but never will it be something I can accept. That's why I take my pen and I stab into the page until the ink bleeds out, until the ink reads out. Victory, justice, freedom. Fuck the government, we don't need them, and fuck your riches, you can keep them. Fuck the government, we don't need them. Fuck your riches, we don't need them. Fuck your riches, we don't need them. Fuck the government, we don't need them. Fuck the government, we don't need them. Fuck the government. Fuck the government, we don't need them. Fuck the government, we don't need them. Fuck the government, we don't need them. I can taste the revolution in the air, we're so in need of it, and I'm keen for it, I crave it. I wish black boys were in the trap cooking dreams instead of crack, but they don't have the recipe because theirs have been cut from the seams. And I don't blame a single one of them for the knife and the gun on them, because it's all an equation, just as 1 + 3 = 4, struggle plus oppression equals war. The only thing that I hate is that they don't look at each other and see themselves dissipate. They don't look at each other and see that they have the same fate. They don't look at each other and see that the cruelty isn't innate. It's been painted and the truth has been tainted. Our skin has been criminalized and that's why we hate it. They make you put your soul on the shelf so you hate yourself, and then when you look at your brother, all you see is another who just like you, and now you hate him too. We need to regroup and remember that there's a power in numbers, and they can call us the minority, but we don't have to give them the authority to control theirs. It's not only violence that sweeps our streets, there's cold feet belonging to bodies that have been deemed obsolete, pushed out to the pavements, and do you know how deep the pain gets? Even the concrete isn't free. How can we call ourselves a first world country when there's 320,000 people out there homeless and hungry, tax on everything we buy, tax on money we make to stay alive? Every year we watch the tax rise and wonder why we're so stressed, depressed, psychotic, and I would have asked a medical professional for the list of the rest, but it's pretty hard to find one since they can't fund it for the NHS, so strategic plans will fail. You can burn us in high rises, make poor people pay high prices, force homeless people out of doorways and up your sleeves. You have many more ways to try and make us break, but you will fail. Don't you know how much of resilience the struggle creates? You may be the hands that control the law, but out of your hands are the laws of nature and fate. They try to separate and segregate, but with each oppressive move you make, the chances lessen that our love for each other will dissipate. Take from us, we take what's left of us, and we weft and weft and weft, and you can try and thin us out, but we weave together until we're strong and intertwined like mesh, but you're the ones who are see-through. Yes, you can make us shoot each other, but don't you know ideas are bulletproof? You can kill us in many ways, but there isn't any way of killing the truth.